I found open tunings as a really inspiring topic for a long time, and it took me a while until I started to really take a deeper look at them. And for that, I decided to create an album with 5 different guitar tunings, and that was the album Truth Seeker. That album was part of my master's studies, and that's basically why it was so inspiring topic to use, because before that I did my thesis around the same topic as well. When it came down to actually getting into using alternative tunings, I found that it opened completely different world to me for using as a tool for songwriting. What I found out was that all the chords and things like that didn't work in the same way. So for that I had to really take a completely different approach to guitar. Of course, some of the patterns and like technique were still the same, but I still had to take a really different approach to the instrument and songwriting as well. What I found interesting was that it was like a completely new instrument to me to start writing with different tunings. Like for example, right now I'm using open D5 tuning, and this sounds really interesting. And what I started to use was like really interesting chord shape, and then figuring out like what type of chords I could find out here. As you heard from the intro, there were like this really weird sounding chords that you can't really find from the normal standard tuning. So it gave me a lot of like tools for writing with different chord harmonies and chord melodies. So one of the biggest changes for me for getting started with these tunings was getting started itself. I didn't know how to write anything, so it was like a lot of experimentation, and I think that also sparked the inspiration for writing new songs. So I think that was the main reason why the album was written so quickly as well. I did that in less than half a year. I think I started writing that project around September, and I already had it like done guitar-wise around March. So it was quite a fast writing process, and that also included writing lyrics to each song. So it was fairly quick and also inspiring approach to use. But when it comes down to writing like solos, I found out like I couldn't really use the pentatonic pattern here. So I had to find out a really melodic way to use the instrument. So it made me put more effort to actually listening what I was doing with guitar. Forcing on like listening what I do was a really good lesson to learn, but also thinking about like really simple way of like playing the solos and everything like that, writing songs as well. So there was a lot of different things that I learned from that. Besides that, I tried to think about like really simple things that I could use from what I knew from standard tuning, and it was like octaves, for example. And what if I use open strings with that? And so on. And then the same octave approach can be used with chords and perhaps for soloing as well. So that's one way to use the tuning. It was a little bit more technical thing to do as well, like string tension wise, but other than that, I think it's a really good tool to be able to write with different guitar tunings and challenge yourself as a guitar player as well. If you're more interested about how I wrote this album with 5 different tunings and what type of approaches I used, check out the link below. There is a PDF that I'm currently selling. It's all about like the whole process of writing those 10 songs, or actually 9 that I released, and then the reflections and tablatures and everything. So if you're more into getting to know how and why to use alternate tunings, check that out. I also have a course coming out really soon. If you want to have a look at it, you can check out my Patreon page. So the full course is coming out within the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. So thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one. Goodbye.